Hello, here's just another little recap of the Artec Micro, this time's with a Magpie claw. It's quite intricate and we want to see what sort of detail we can get, especially as it's black. So here we go. Mount it in the little vise, be careful so you don't damage it. And then when you go on to start scanning, what we find, it's usually quite a good idea to maybe do a single frame just to see what you're going to capture. You can then go into setting up for example here, one of the presets using the defaults of small and complex shapes. So this is quite good to get lots of different shapes. Once you've actually adjusted the color brightness, then away it goes. You'll start getting each frame appear, and where we're doing a lot of frames here, 49, we've got a very good chance that we're going to capture a lot of the detail, even though it doesn't seem like it in each scan. Most important thing is that it's held, and we've got it in a different position here for the other side. You may need to do multiple sides. A good thing is to make sure that when you hold it in a different position so that you capture the parts that were held by the vise before. So once you've got these pieces of scan, you can readjust and take some more. These scan sequences have been sped up. They probably take about 3 minutes each. Once you've got your parts, you need to then align them using the normal align processes. So use your markers and then press the align, which will give the best fit of the scans to each other. And you can see in this case what we've done is we've not clicked on the points very accurately. So turn the part around so you can see a little bit easier and reselect your points. Sometimes you need to select more than 3 points to make it a lot easier for the software to line up. So we've now got these pieces. What we now need to do is just to help a little bit to see what we're doing. You don't have to do this, but quite often people nip in and use the erase tool. And what we do is we go around the object that we want. Then we can use the inverse, and then we can erase the bits around the outside. This is just the raw scan frames. So what we can now do is you can actually say, right, perform a global registration. With Micro, it's set to geometry mode, and this will whiz through. Takes again probably a couple of minutes to be able to go through this. So we just moved on. And when you've got pieces missing, it's worth adding that extra scan, so you can actually set up different types of scan paths if you want to, and you can even manually manipulate the screen to orientate the part so that it will scan from the area that you're looking at. Here what we're doing is actually setting up and just letting it do another scan. Once you've got your scans, we've reorientated it between these two. You can then take these and you can align those to your existing aligned scans. Same principles apply. You want to choose marker points that you can see that are common. And here, even though you can't see much on there, it will give it enough to line it up. Once the markers align, it does its best fit. So then you can apply. So now you've got all your scans that you might need to do. We can actually go on to global registration again. Now, to save time, sometimes it's easier that if you lock the scans that you've already globally aligned, you can do this with the lock. The software warns you that they're locked, but you know that, so you can actually confirm that. It just speeds up the process. It saves the software having to realign all the first frames again. Then what we need to do is we need to go and make a sharp fusion. So setting your parameters depend on what you need to do and the resolution you want. The default says 0.07. You do get a warning when you've locked scans to say, do you want to run the global registration? And the answer is, I don't, because I know I've just done it. So we can run through, make a fusion. Then all we need to do is remove the bits and pieces around the outside. So small object filter is a useful tool to do that. And here we can see we've got pretty good detail of what we want to achieve. Move on, and then what we can actually then do is go back and say, right, select the original scans, select the fusion, and then using the export method we set the resolution of the image we want, and we can create the color texture. So we need to apply this. Again, actually it's sped up a little bit because it probably take 2 minutes to do that. But here you've got a nice result. If you feel you want to adjust the color, you can. The software tries to do that for you to make the best from the lighting that it saw in the surroundings. So there we go. A nice little detailed claw for you to export out and use for other things. It's even picked up the little sinews. Thank you for watching.